I know what you're probably thinking. How in the world could legalizing marijuana have an impact on the opioid crisis that we're facing today? It's a complex situation, but if you listen, you'll kind of understand the dynamics that are at play. With the legalization of marijuana in America, we've created less of a demand for illegal marijuana. And Mexico was one of our major providers of illegal marijuana. Now you can go to the store, there's about every mile there's a dispensary you could just go buy marijuana from. So the cartels have invested in all these fields full of marijuana, and now they've got nothing to do with it. And they've converted these fields of marijuana into poppy fields. So they're growing their own opium to create their own opioids to send to America now. All these fields that were marijuana fields are now poppy fields. There's this media agenda propaganda going on that China is responsible, and China is sending all this stuff to the cartels in Mexico, and then they're bringing it up here. Well, the reality is the cartels are not buying the hard stuff or the bad stuff from China. They're buying moderately regulated stuff that pretty much any country can buy, because it's not opium. They already have the opium. They're growing it. They have the opioid. They have what they need to make what they need to make to send up here. They're buying less regulated stuff from China, and now our media is telling us that China is fueling this opioid epidemic, when the reality is it's still the cartels. It's still the cartels. China's not doing something they haven't been doing this whole time, and there hasn't been anything wrong with it. But we're somehow skipping over all these fields that are our neighbor. Mexico is our neighbor, and it's full of opium. That's where it's coming from. So yes, it is kind of it might be a stretch to say that marijuana has caused the opioid crisis, because I don't believe that. That's not true. But the legalization of weed in America has impacted it through Mexico.